What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for another Ultimate Fighter watch party here. Yeah, nothing as exciting as that crazy weekend we had last weekend. What was it, like 6 streams, 5 or 6 streams, back to back to back to back to back. Awesome events, great fights, some hilarious storylines, best friends fighting best friends, high school friends, soccer kicking each other in the face, palm breaking each other's jaws. God, I love Ryzen. Fuck the PFL. Excited to have you folks alongside for the ride. I mean, hey, you guys know the drill. These watch parties, until we hit Contender Series, are pretty much going to be addressing the live chat. So whatever you guys want to talk about in the worlds of mixed martial arts, until we get up to the actual fight in the episode, we'll just engage with the live chat here, talk about a little bit. We will talk about the fighters coming up here a little bit. Obviously, former Ultimate Fighter winner Brad Katona going up against Conor McGregor's team, Carlos Vera, who he said is a Ecuadorian judo specialist. So interesting. Brad Katona, the Canadian who's training in Ireland at SBG. But yeah, we'll highlight both those fighters in a little bit here. What's going on, JL? It's good to see you, buddy. What's up, living with H Diego? What's going on, guys? Good to see you too, buddy. We have streams starting early this week, Thursday, and then a big day on Friday. Bilal, but he is saying Abbas is being overlooked. Like last I checked, people saw his last name and voted based off of that. Yeah, I filmed my prediction video today actually, and he's good, and a decent PFL career. But I don't know. My money's on his opponent. Not that I'm even betting on that one. I'm going with Sean Strickland. I mean, I think Abasov actually has. Like, his path to victory is in the first round. If he can't put Strickland out in the first round, Strickland has awesome cardio. Strickland can take big shots. Strickland can hit, I don't know, probably as hard as him. I know Abasov, he has, 14 KOs? Strickland has 12 off the top of my head. I got Brad Katona winning another win for Chandler. Oh, yeah, me too. By the way, vote in the poll question. Who is the worst coach in the Ultimate Fighter history? Rampage Jackson, Conor McGregor, Brock Lesnar, or Ken Shamrock? I honestly think they're all equally bad. I can't think of another coach who was as bad as any of those guys. Let me know if I missed someone. When Abbas was 22-2, he beat his 0-0 guy. Yeah, exactly. He's got not an entire padded record. I did go up and down his record. He has beaten some decent guys in the biggest promotion, so he put up when he needed to. But yeah, not like all his wins, not all his knockouts are against the best guys. Kevin Lee is no, the guy who he fights. Have you seen the guy? Fakhretdinov, right? dude, he's a fun striker. I mean, he can wrestle too, but I think he'll probably resort to wrestling heavy just because like Kevin Lee will probably want to come out there and show some moves. But like, put it this way, Kevin Lee made Diego. This is what the guru said, and like he took the words right out of my mouth. Kevin Lee made Diego Sanchez look good in his last fight. Not no disrespect to Diego Sanchez. Diego Sanchez in this stage of his career, 40-year-old Diego Sanchez, post Fabia, before BKFC Diego Sanchez. So yeah, I'm not expecting a lot from Kevin Lee. Shamrock at least was there to coach them by watching his fights, but Connor doesn't even show up. Connor doesn't show up for weigh-ins. Rampage, I just want to point out, and I think it was Activate A who pointed this out, Rampage did the exact same thing as Conor McGregor did when he was coach of the Ultimate Fighter. He went there, he trained with the guys, gave his advice like during training. Obviously went there for the weigh-ins, but things are a little different. In the olden days, season 8 and 10 was the seasons that Rampage was coach, but he brought his coaches in to coach. And he would like, I remember he admitted to Rashad, he's like, I know Coach Rashad. I'm no coach. Oh, Katona. Getting a little argument here, getting a little kerfuffle here with Chandler. Oh, look at that. So Katona doesn't want to learn new tricks here when he's just out from a fight. What's up, Crippled Ham? Remember, Strickland also started training with Alex Pereira, so we might see a new mystical fighter. That is true. That is true. I mean, look what happened with Turman. He looked damn good against Randy Brown. He's been training with Pereira and Teixeira as well. DDP was saying when he was 19, he dominated Izzy in... Oh, wait. When he was 19, he dominated Izzy in wrestling. That means Izzy was 23. So why is DDP acting like they're separated by a decade in age? I also heard Izzy Adesanya said that they used to spar, or they sparred once or twice together. And then DDP also said that actually never happened either. That he actually has never rolled or sparred Adesanya. So I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't know where this info is coming from. Appreciate it, living with HW fishing content, buddy. Kyle's pumped because Kyle, as you know, and you saw his, the video he posted. Thanks to everyone who tuned into the video. By the way, Kyle's latest fishing video. Posted a new reactions video. If you folks joined us for one championship throughout that stream, you are familiar with my reactions. But yeah, posted a reaction video to the one championship, Friday Fights 2022. We will have a reaction video coming for PFL, UFC predictions videos. And then whatever, and then I think Kyle has another fishing video dropping this week. So a lot of content this week. Stream starting Thursday and Friday. I'm taking Saturday and Sunday off. But I think 3 to 4 streams on Friday. And Fight Pass Invitational on Thursday. Abbas and Pereira are beefing. Poton said Abbas ducked sparring with him. And Abbas saying he is a liar. Dude, I'd duck sparring with Pereira too, unless I was a savage like Sean Strickland. So I actually don't even blame Abbas. By the way, JL, one of our exclusive members. Appreciate you, buddy. Look, this season of Ultimate Fighter is so bad, even Shane didn't want to come. And again, I've been watching season 8 recently. I rewatched season 10 with Rashad and Rampage. I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is what I remembered. And this is just even like the overall production of the show. Again, it was made to look and feel reality showish, whereas this is embedded on, this is just a big version of embedded, which again, if that's what it's marketed to be, just a big vlog versus the show and convincing us we were going to see what we saw. Even the year that Katona won, there was some drama in the house, just a little bit. But anyways, I wonder how fast Prime Bob Sapp tap if he was to fight Alex Pereira. What did he say? When MMA On Point interviewed him, he said, I give them 90 seconds, a minute 30, or maybe it was a little bit more, a minute 40, minute 50. And he's like, if I can't finish them, or if they can't, if I can't finish them in that time, he's like, I drop to the floor and it's over. And I ain't get back up. Bob Sapp, what a crazy story. MMA On Point did an awesome documentary on him. I mean, and he's I would also say Napoleon Blown Apart in the Big Pride documentary did a really good job talking about him as well. So you can say Curtis is better than Imavov. Curtis was getting tuned up pretty badly. Yeah, he was losing that fight. What was it? Halfway through the second, right? Fight wasn't over, and Imavov gasses generally in his fights too. So I was interested to see if maybe, Curtis catches him in the third with something big, puts him out in the third because of that, or if Imavov just leveled up. But yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of Chris Curtis. Everyone calls him a whiny bitch, and yeah, he does make excuses every now and then. But overall, I dig. I like how he's the yin to Strickland's yang. Do you see Strickland fought him and another fighter, both of them at once in the cage or sparring? What's up, Hoggy from home? I see you have another video scheduled. When's it coming out again? And here we go. More again, it's basically just a big vlog. More embedded stuff. That's the thing. Old school Ultimate Fighter, and again, maybe you can still do it today. Just tone it down a little bit. They refuse. They would. Not that they refuse. Yeah, they refused. They didn't even think about family footage and things like that. I know eventually they did when it still had that old Ultimate Fighter feel, but they would just find footage or quirky moments that were caught of guys training or the coaches doing something silly or beefing or interviewing other assistant coaches or coaches at some of the star coaches bring in for a day, a week, whatever it is. Again, it just had a different feel. And I don't think it was because of the time. Some of it obviously was. But even when the Ultimate Fighter was on Fox, that's when it was a happy medium where I still kind of liked it, and then it kind of just went downhill to whatever we're watching here today. Midnight Eastern, hell yeah. Strickland gladly wanted to actually. It's the other way around. Bilal wouldn't spar Strickland. I'm not even doing that just to josh with you, buddy. That's actually what happened. Mind you, I will say, Bilal was caught off guard. Strickland coming up with the camera there. Sean Strickland's hilarious. Okay, so Fury is where Vera is from on the regional. Yeah, let's take a look at this guy. I mean, they're highlighting him right now on the show. Let's do it here as well. And again, shout out to everyone. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We do live fight companions every single weekend. Every Tuesday, we're going to continue these watch parties until Dana White Contender Series starts, and we'll start doing that one as well. Those are the Tuesdays I look forward to. That I don't look forward to hanging out with you guys and streaming. I look forward to streaming and hanging out with you guys. This show is just whatever these days. But Contender Series, oh my God, I can't wait. And what's awesome about Contender Series is every week we get a good chunk of the regulars, but a whole new crowd of people supporting those friends and family of supporting the fighters that are off the regional scene on Contender Series. So it's honestly, when we started streaming full time last year, or more than just once a week, Contender Series was what kind of took us to oh, you know what? We want to actually start doing regional shows and shoot up Brazil or LFA when they go to Brazil. The chat's just crazy with the Brazilians and those supporting their cousins or training partners or things like that. So it's pretty cool. Peace out. I got to go to bed. Well, have a great night. We'll talk to you Thursday on one of the live streams, Hockey from Home. Everyone, go check out Hockey from Home en route to 100 subs. All right, so the fighters fighting here today. Carlos Vera. We all are familiar with Katona, so we will go over him in a sec. But let's go over Carlos Vera first. I'll bring it up on the screen in a sec here. And then we can also go over where the bracket is at right now. Okay. Okay, so 12-3 is a pro. 35. Oh, so this was the guy Guru was going up. 35 and he's a prospect? I mean, Katona's what? Probably younger than him. I think Katona's 33, 34. 1 KO TKO, 5 submission, 6 decision. He's a judo guy, right? Kugel, Thursday and Friday we're streaming, so hope to see you, even if you just drop by to say hi. So 1-0 LFA, 4-0 Fury, 3-0 R MMA. Renaissance MMA. By the way, Wednesday I'm not streaming from this channel, but we will be streaming from my other channel, the Soda Pod. Probably over 5 hours. It is the NHL draft. We get crazy on NHL draft. This is our 4th annual draft watch party, ladies and gentlemen, for the National Hockey League. So check us out, the Soda Pod. The video's already up, so if you want to drop a like on it, we'd really appreciate it. Hopefully we see you then. UFC 80 card was crazy on Sunday. Great knockouts. You know, I'm glad because the last few Fury cards, other than the Challenger series, have really disappointed me. So good to know. I didn't catch up. I haven't been able to watch that one yet, but I should fire it up later tonight as I'm doing some work. Well, Hockey from Home, the more you grow, the more they'll have access to your channel, right? Everyone, look up Hockey from Home. And look up Roblox Live or look up NHL Week Hockey from Home. You'll find it. You'll find it. What's up, Habib? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I still plan on getting my hair cut, by the way, soon, because I just can't. There's too much hair up here. I just haven't been able to get in. That's it. And then the times I was able to get in, I've had to work. So my apologies, been a little late. Thank you so much, Hockey from Home. I appreciate it. All right, yeah, let's take a look. So his last 3 wins, 2 guillotine chokes and a decision in Fury. First round, third round against a 5-1 guy, 8-1 guy. Okay, whatever. 9-4 guy, 7-3 in Fury. I mean, like it's a good run in Fury. Beat decent guys, I guess. Buy UFC. Let's fucking go. Arm triangle choke. I mean, good submission guy, obviously with judo background. Beat a 5-5 guy in LFA. Whatever. He's just 35. That's the thing. Good amateur career there. Good amateur career. 9-4. Not bad at all. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like he's good, I guess. You know, 12-3, 35 years of age. It's got a couple finishes in a. As much as I rip on Fury, it's just not my favorite. Because I feel like it's just on the level of some of these other ones we watch, and it's very low quality as far as the production compared to some of the other ones. So anyways, despite all that, despite the bias, it is a solid regional promotion. Let's take a look at Katona here. Like John Kavanaugh talking about how Katona's on the other team. And he's 12-2. 31, yeah, 31 years old. Okay, I'll bring it here on the screen. So homeboy here, Vera, he doesn't get his coaches because he doesn't want them, or because his coaches Kavanaugh and the crew don't want to. Okay, so he said Coach Owen was going to do it. Kavanaugh's not going to be in his corner. Okay, we'll go over Brad Katona in a sec here. I see there's some comments coming in. Not white, but like a shade darker, I guess. Hockey from Home, I don't know what to tell you. Veterans fighting with a vengeance. What's up, Darren? What's going on, buddy? Darren Squid settling back in home, buddy. Hell yeah, dude. They've been cleaning up this year. Yo. What's going on, buddy? I mean, it's not and I said this at the beginning, it's not a chore to be streaming because I love streaming and hanging out with you guys. I just feel like I don't know what I would do without you guys because it's almost been a chore watching this season of The Ultimate Fighter. It's been so bad. I guess the fight's been good, so it's kind of worth it. We know that the veteran is gonna. Sorry, my head's itchy. We know that the veteran's gonna just clean up. This one might be a little different because Katona's younger. Katona being the veteran is younger than Vera here, so we'll see. Don't worry, they will find it. Isha, my new NHL news playlist and live stream playlist is public. Yeah. Make it all public. They'll find it. Connor actually being a coach. Yeah, I mean, in fairness to him, he's been doing training stuff with them and getting haircuts by them. He just doesn't show up for the weigh-ins, and I guess it's just becoming the storyline now. And again, he's not the only one who's done this. And again, I'm like, I'll praise Chandler like as the better coach in this season 100% and like the better character this season. However, like again, Rampage did it too. Brought in his coaches to corner the guys because he wasn't a coach. He was there to support and be the face of the team, right? Bruno Ferreira, the Hulk, is fighting this weekend. Crazy. He knocked out Gregory Rodriguez. Yes. And apparently he took that fight on short notice too, right? A week's notice. And just came out swinging. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he took that fight on a week's notice. Chandler exposed Conor by saying he isn't a man of his word. Yeah, we all said it on this channel. They're not fighting, guys. They're not fighting. Conor and Chandler aren't going to fight. Not this year, anyways. Peace, good night, y'all. Need to get up super early. Have a good night, hockey from home. Selling bag is fine. I want a motorcycle for the summer, though. I want my road bike from home. I went and visited, home in late April, early May, and I took apart on my bike, boxed it up, and just been waiting for my family to send it over. I'm not one of those who I'm not one of those spandex wearing fucking crazy cyclists. I just love just seeing how fucking fast and how hard I can go until my legs till they hurt so much I can't walk. I did have to invest in some padded boxers because once I did 55 miles, I literally couldn't walk, and it was not because my legs hurt, because I was in pretty good shape then. It was because yep. Chandler is naive, and I can relate to him. He feels they would get a payday now. It's in jeopardy. Yeah. I mean, he has to choose now. He has a big boy decision. Does he take another fight this year, or does he just continue to wait and bank on, whenever Conor's ready, that's my guy? You take it on shoulders. Gregory was supposed to fight. Oh, he did take it on shoulders. Yeah, fight Brad Tavares. Dude, what a beauty. Yeah, it's tough. It's going to be, I like RoboCop, but he is chinny. Well, I just think it's because he cuts so much weight, man. Honestly. Because he's chinny in some fights and he's not chinny in others. I do root for him, though. The 30-year-old who looks fucking 50. Tululin, that's how I say his name. Dennis Tululin is okay. I think Rodriguez is a better fighter overall than him, but yeah, I mean, Rodriguez is chinny. Brad looks like a nerd when you look at him, but when he fights, he's a badass. Sounds like excuses. Not excuses, I mean. Oh, so I just actually got distracted. I was engaged a little bit with the episode here. No, not excuses. I mean, I really don't give a shit. I'm not a fan nor a hater of either of the fighters. I'm just speaking my thoughts here. The guy's huge, right? Maybe that could be a factor of why some fights he's super chinny and some fights he's not, depending on how good or poorly his weight cut went, because he's massive, right? He could probably be a heavyweight. If it was Chandler, I would conserve my brain cells and wait for Conor. Yeah, it's not like he's hurting for money at all. You like Tululin, eh? He's okay. Let's check out. Kissed or yeah, M1 guy. He hits hard. And 9 KOs. Oh yeah, he beat Jung Park beat him last time. That's right. Actually, I predicted Jung Park to win. Jung Park is a guy who I think is extremely underrated in the UFC. I think he's so fucking dangerous. He has a hell of a chin. That guy is not chinny. That guy has elite jiu-jitsu, Aljamain Sterling backpack style game as well. And he hits hard. He's not the best striker, but that's the thing. People throw their best shots at him like Dennis did. And he's like, oh fuck, I cannot knock this guy out. And it's not like he's a slouch, the Korean on his feet anyways. And yeah, that was a sick fight. And he's on a 3-5 win streak right now. Eric Anders, Joseph Holmes, and Dennis Tululin. And he's going to fight Albert Duraev. Shit. Next month. Dude, I absolutely love Jung Park. 6-2 in the UFC. The Iron Turtle. That is a fighter that I'm like, that's a fighter who I'm a fan of. Like, like JL's a fan of like Jared Gordon. That's my Jared Gordon. I saw a video about Bisping and he faced TRT guys and still became champ, unlike Vitor and Henderson. What are you talking about? Henderson 100% fought guys who were juiced up in pride and became the champ. Again, you're trying to make me sound like I don't like Bisping when I love Bisping. And I've liked Bisping longer than you, my man. I liked him when he was the villain of the UFC. And you don't like, have you ever seen Jung Park fight? Do you know that he's like one of the best character guys in the UFC? I'm just saying. I know that means a lot to you. What UFC fighter would you love to meet, bro? Name a few. Oh, George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen, Rampage Jackson, Forrest Griffin, Carlos Condit, Kenny Florian, Matt Schnell. I'd love to just pick that guy's brain while he still has one, because holy shit, does he get cracked in all his fights. Man, who are some other fighters I'd love to? Glover Teixeira. Yeah, those are the ones off the top of my head. I'm not confusing anything. No, I'm just saying Jung Park is a fighter who is not, I'm not ever going to argue that he's elite like you do to Jared Gordon or that you do to Bilal. But Bilal, is in that elite, well, he's in that sphere. Anyways, he's in that rank. For Jung Park, unranked guy, if I'm not mistaken, but very dangerous regardless, and just a guy who I swoon over, and hey, he's on a 3-5 win streak right now, and he's just he puts on a great show, and he's he's one of those, I'm a fan favorite of him. He's one of, I'm a fan of him probably more than the average person, sort of thing. An unfocused. I don't think so. I think Tululin actually had an awesome game plan. I remember we called that fight on the channel. I remember that fight. Because I like Tululin as well. Record not looking too hot as of late though, but the guy doesn't have like a crazy counter jiu-jitsu game at all. And Park decided to stand and bang with him anyways. And when Tululin couldn't put him out, Tululin put it on him. I would argue actually against that, JL. I would say that he was very much focused in that fight. And he tried very hard to employ his game plan, and it just didn't work. And as soon as he realized, like, oh shit, I cannot knock this guy out, that's when Park landed a few solid exchanges there, and eventually got his back. I think he even at one point he got his back standing up, I think. What's up, Shane? I was just watching a movie. Have the fight started yet? No, not yet, buddy. Not yet. What movie you been watching? It's still taking me time to warm up to Grant Dawson. I want him to win, even though he squeaked out a lucky sub over a short notice Gordon. Yeah, I like Grant Dawson. Oh my god, his line, his line where he dropped his, I think I shared it on Twitter. The grandfather line is legendary. By the way, shout out to everyone viewing. I appreciate you guys. It's just a watch party here today. We just have Ultimate Fighter on while we're taking your guys' comments in the live chat here. Once Dana White Contender Series starts, we'll get back to the live play-by-play commentary. Basically, just like our normal fight companions that we host every single weekend. Taking Saturday and Sunday off, so we are streaming Thursday and Friday instead, and we got a handful of streams. Check out the schedule. We just posted it. Grant Dawson, yeah, he's pretty decent. I'm definitely picking against him in this week's fight card, though. You should like the park. It is really nice there. Connor's not a coach. He's a cheerleader. Yeah, like I said, like Rampage was in Season 10 and Season 8. You see 231. They're showing highlights of Katona in the UFC. Clean shop when he smokes Rodriguez. It should be a good fight, man. It should be a good fight. Yeah, I mean, I liked Katona when he was in the UFC, and he was clearly one of the better fighters on that season of the Ultimate Fighter. Was his the Cormier and Stipe season? Oh hell yeah! I've seen Apocalypse now. Yep, It's a good movie. Shane, one of our exclusive members as well, much like JL in the chat, guys. Can't say thank you enough for going above and beyond and supporting the channel. Our Discord's growing too, guys. If you want to join our Discord, you can become a member of the channel. A member stream tomorrow, by the way, midday, because we have the NHL draft starting at 5:45 p.m. on my other channel. So if you want to join us for up to 5 hours of draft coverage, now I don't expect you guys to be there the full 5 hours, but 5 hours of draft coverage, you can check out our second channel, the Soda Pod. I'll be hosting that throughout the entire night. Connor's going the easy way of coaching with the not my problem if you lose mindset. But yeah, I mean, I wish we saw like the energetic Connor that we saw during the Europe versus USA season, because in that one, like him and Uriah had such good banter. He was breaking the whole TJ Dillashaw, snake in the grass, and then Artem was there, and God, the bromance for Artem was just second to none. All right, I believe the guys are weighing in right now. Yeah, the guys are weighing in right now. Thoughts on Jones being nominated for Fighter of the Year since July 2022 after one fight, but Izzy wasn't nominated with the title defense and knocking out Pereira. Yeah, I don't think either of them should be nominated for Fighter of the Year. Especially not Jones. Izzy, like, way more up the voting, for lack of a better term. But Jones, absolutely not. One fight? Are you kidding me? One fight against the guy who's, lost, who's coming off a loss. Or I guess no, he beat Tuivasa, but still. One guy, 1-1 guy, like, no. What's up, Activate A? Even a retiring Demir is a better version than Dawson. Them odds are pick him because people think Demir won't be the same because of the retirement. Yeah, great point, Activate A. Great point. Alger should be nominated over Nunes. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because of Dillashaw, but like I'm not making excuses, as you would say there. It just sucks that like everything that happened around that. But no, beating Piotr Jan is no joke. He defended twice this year. Oh yeah, and of course Henry Cejudo. Yeah, no, Aljo, that's a good one. I'm all right with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Absolutely. Dennis seems like a great dude. I just don't like the arrogance of Park after beating Dennis. You always say arrogance. You always jump to arrogance, when I feel like it's always somewhere in between. Not always. Conor McGregor's pretty arrogant. I feel like Genuine Park is one of the good guys also in the UFC, but obviously JL disagrees. The four people are Leon, Jones, Islam, and Nunes. I don't agree with Nunes, Jones. Alger and Izzy have better cases than them. I think Leon's a good pick with getting the belt and then defending it against Usman, who was pound for pound in 2020. He was at pound for pound at one point in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure before Volk it was him. So I'm all right with Leon. Obviously, I love Leon, so I'm a little bit biased there. But Leon or Aljo, I'm all right with that. All right, fight I think is about to start here in about. I mean, it's a Brad Katona fight, so I doubt there's going to be a finish. 35-year-old prospect, right? I know, dude. Katona looks like Stewart Little grown up. DC Narcy even said Jones being there makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything else from DC, but I agree with him. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, Brad Katona. 1 KO TKO, 3 submission, 8 decision, 2-2 in the UFC, 4-0 in Brave. Atta boy for leaving Canada, going fighting in Brave after the UFC. Didn't come back to any US or Canadian regionals. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Brave because they actually have awesome competition there. And he's continued to train out of Ireland. The Winnipeg native, who is training at SBG. On a 4-fight win streak right now, all in Brave. 7-1 guy, 12-2 guy, 9-4, 8-0. Not bad. Other than the 9-4 guy, like. Solid wins. Was coming off 2 losses in the UFC. Merab Devashvili, not a bad loss there. And Hunter Azure. Hunter Azure was 7-0 at the time. And before then looked awesome. Was undefeated. All right, so well, I'm guessing we'll have one more commercial before the fight actually starts, but Team McGregor is now making their walkout. All right, maybe I'll change it up to this here. Bring the bracket up so you guys know where everything lands right now. All right, and we will well, we already highlighted the fighters. I mean, I think Brad Katona is going to win for cadence of the show. I'll give my prediction. I think Katona is going to win. Pretty straightforward there. Yeah, one more commercial break before we get this fight going. Hey, we might actually see 3 rounds. If we're starting, assuming this doesn't go 5 minutes, we got 20 minutes. We might actually see 3 rounds. Bum, 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 bum. Brad Katona, 35-year-old prospect, the WCW DDP of MMA. Watching Jones win it like he won versus Reyes. Man, Reyes beat him. As far as I'm concerned, Jones' one loss is Reyes' fight. And I mean, I definitely think that one was more like unanimous that he lost, even versus Gustafsson 1. Because if you rewatch Gustafsson 1, like, it was still a really close fight. And I think everyone just wanted Jones to fall at that point, right? So like rewatching that when it's close, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it again to like give another opinion, but definitely the Reyes one. I rewatched that one recently too. Katona looks like my dad when he's confused. Wrestler versus striker. Judo guy versus striker. Katona has decent wrestling defense though. All right, I'm just going to update the ticker on the screen, folks. Bum, 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 bum. All right. So we got Brad Katona versus Carlos Vera. Again, Carlos Vera on a 4-5 win streak in Fury FC right now. Opponent, meh. Not the worst. But again, it's Fury FC, so. And it's funny how the prospect's 35 years old, Katona 31. Oh my goodness. All right. Again, folks, we're doing live streams this weekend again. We're Thursday, Friday. We fight companions every single weekend. Taking Saturday off this week, but again, we'll make up for it with some UFC Fight Passes Invitational 4 is going to be this Thursday. So join us for that. We had a huge crowd last time we did it. I think we had like over 200 people in the live chat chilling. So that's going to be a lot of fun. One Friday fights followed by Shudo Brazil Friday evening. We're squeezing in another ACA. People are asking us to do ACA. We're going to deliver. We're going to do some ACA, some Russian MMA. Midday Friday. So Friday's a jam-packed day, ladies and gentlemen. Friday is a jam-packed day. Check out the community tab on this channel for the full schedule. Be back for UFC 291 next week as well. Or sorry, UFC 290 the following week after that. We're also going to be doing UFC 291 as well. But yeah, fight companions every single weekend where we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Whenever man Katona just said he had 40 boxing matches. Oh yeah, I actually thought you were talking about Katona being the striker and the other guy being the wrestler. The other guy, judo champion, and I guess now MMA striker. But yeah, here we go. At 135 pounds. How is it? The episode sucks, but the fight's about to start. Round one's about to start here, so let's get into some commentary here, folks. What's up, Jay Herbo? It's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. All right, round one, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it on!
Like I said, I've been used to watching the old Ultimate Fighters because I've been rewatching them, and Steve Mazzagotti's in them, and there's some episodes where the Fox season, the live on Fox season, we call him 45-minute Mazzagotti. I didn't sleep. Oh, on Sunday night? 3 hours, maybe? I was so fucked up I couldn't sleep. I had like a headache and everything. It's because I drank a little too much Saturday night. So Sunday was tough. Sunday was tough. When you don't sleep and you drink heavy margs from your neighbor's barbecue party next door. Yeah, it doesn't end well. 4 minutes on the clock here. And Katona with some nice strikes. Katona pinning Vera up against the cage. So yeah, Shane, I think over the weekend I slept maybe 5 hours max. Yeah, had a good sleep last night though. So your other super ahead or behind me, I'm looking at the weigh-ins at the moment. That's so weird. Again, I'm watching on every week. I'm watching on the same platform, ESPN. I know on Fight Pass it's a little bit behind, and sometimes TSN it's like 5 minutes behind as well. So my apologies, folks. 3 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock. Sorry if I spoil anything for you guys. But Katona trying to take Vera to the ground here. Yeah, again, for me, it starts at 10 p.m. Eastern on the dot every single week on UFC or on ESPN Plus. So sorry if I'm ahead or behind you, folks. And Katona takes Vera to the ground here up against the cage. Again, Katona, he's a decision fighter. He's a decision fighter with one finish or one KO on his resume, but looked like he's going to take the back of Vera here. You can just definitely see like the experience. Katona out wrestling Vera here. Vera back up to his feet, but Katona's still in control. 2 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Okay, well that's not bad at all. Because I know Fight Pass it started 15 minutes late or later for whatever reason. I guess ESPN has to get is favored, I guess, as far as getting the broadcast live. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Rolling into guard, but Carlos Vera landed some really nice knees or elbows there. But again, Katona now in the full guard top position. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in this first round. Katona passes the half guard. Katona looking to pass the side control. Priority. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. I'm stoked, guys. We haven't done an ACA stream on this channel yet. I'm excited to stream that on Friday. 1 minute and 59 seconds on the clock here. Katona still in half guard. His feet are planted, looking to pass to side control. Doesn't, and Vera gets him back in the full guard. And yeah, Thursday, UFC Fight Pass Invitational. Like I said, last time we did that, it blew up. I did not expect there to be like 100 to 200 people in the live chat. Last time we did UFC Fight Pass Invitational, we got that crowd. It was awesome. And they weren't pissed off like Fury Grappling. They weren't like, why aren't you showing the fights? They knew exactly what they were coming to, which was cool. Mind you, I think whenever Gordon Ryan's rolling, people are going to flock to watch him, and he's not going to be on this card. But we do have some good grapplers on the card. Anthony Smith and Glover Teixeira. So Anthony Smith's actually healthy enough to roll. Katona's still in the full guard of Vera here, but he's laying down some right hammer fists, some right shots there, kind of what I imagine softening up and distracting, but, also hurting Vera to try to distract him a bit from his guard defense. With Vera is doing a good job of keeping Brad Katona in his full guard here as Katona keeps trying to pass right into the half guard. Now Katona, as Vera's rolling, trying to get back up his feet, Katona goes for the back control, gets the left hook in. Both hooks in. Katona gets the back with 44 seconds left. Both hooks in here. Katona's the back of Vera. Not a lot of time to work. No body triangle secured here. Kata's going for a crank right now as Vera's landing some shots from the back. Vera's trying to roll and reverse here, and he does. Vera with a beautiful reversal right into half guard, and Vera now going for it. It's Katona was attacking the heel there. And they're back up to their feet. A nice shot by Vera on Katona. Katona winces there as he gets back up to his feet here. Good job by Vera, man. And again, he's 35 years old. I think he has more fights in total than Katona, actually. And he's showing that, despite him being a prospect, he's kind of a veteran in his own right. All right, that is the end of the first round. And we'll get back to your guys' comments here in a sec. And they're literally going to take a commercial between rounds. Come on, dude. Smell Bombfin week. Let's go. Let's go. It's okay. It's a typical Katona round. It's a typical Katona round. High energy, but not necessarily too much output. It should be on TSN, buddy. It should be on TSN. Okay, not bad so far. Again, my complaint with this season has not been the fights. I make it very clear each week what my gripe is. It's not the Ultimate Fighter. It is a long form version of Embedded. It's a vlog with a fight at the end. And that's fine if they just posted it for free on their YouTube channel in multiple parts and stop marketing it as the reality show that we all knew and love. What's up, Alan? Thank you so much for joining. It's good to see you. Welcome to the watch party. These commercial breaks are freaking ridiculous. I know. It's just like, because we're watching a fight, right? So I'm used to it being live and that there's only a minute break, but no, they're squeezing out like 3 minutes. Because I was saying before this fight started, I'm like, oh, this might actually go 3 rounds. There's 20 minutes here. Oh yeah, I forgot about commercials. There's gonna be a commercial right after the second round too, before the decision. So yeah, but Alan, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Hope to see you on some of our fight companions in the future, buddy. Again, these watch parties aren't a reflection of how high energy and how much fun, although this is fun, our fight companions are. They're especially when we get into Dana White Contender Series. That's honestly one of my favorite shows, favorite streams to do week in and week out. So again, Alan, shout out to you, buddy. Appreciate you joining. I heard Benoit is pretty good. Do you know him? Benoit Balls. Yeah, he's the French cat. He's good. I think Bonfim's better. He's a brawler with a good chin. Wasn't he like police officer? He was high. Wasn't he like in the French army or something like that? Was he special forces or something like that? If I recall correctly, chat, let me know. I thought he was like high level police officer, like some sort of like special forces before getting into fighting. I could be just thinking of a completely different fighter. And no, it's not Tim Kennedy. I'm speaking of the French dude. He's good. I think Bonfim is better. I'm picking Bonfim to win that one. Especially because Ismail Bonfim, I believe, is the better of the two Bonfins too. Sent Terrence McKinney to the Shadow Realm. Oh my god, this commercial's still going on. This has been 2.5 minutes. Whew, I think it will go down a little bit. I don't think it'll be that much when they walk out, but yeah. He's that for a reason, man. He was so good in the regional scene too. You guys seen Archer? I just watched that episode. C'est le Grand Prix. Benoit Balls. I think even when I recorded my predictions video, I added when I was doing my notes for the prediction video, I said that while I was filming. And I even wrote on my like script, I was like, Archer clip. I was going to take under 2.5 rounds. Damn, you say Benoit has a chin. He does have a chin. His last fight, I think, his last loss anyways, he got beat up for... I don't remember if he was put away at the end or if he just got beaten up for 3 rounds. All right, back to the fight we go. Watch some of Benoit's footage. Oh yeah, you don't have Fight Pass. You can find some on YouTube, and you'll see. He's a tough son of a bitch, but definitely not as dangerous, if you catch my drift, as Bonfim. All right, round 2.
Let's get it on!
What's up, Ant-Man Channel Matt X? It's good to see you, buddy. McGregor about to get his first win for the team. Not if I have anything to say about it. Oh, Canada, let's go. Katona from Winnipeg. Let's go, baby. Vera with a nice spin kick to the body. Vera, I will say, out of all the prospects on the show thus far, he has looked the best. 4 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock here. Katona with a straight left. You definitely see Vera like a hybrid judo style. Nice left and body shot there by Katona. Katona now trying to take this back to the ground. And Katona does get the takedown here. But doing more damage is Vera from his back. Again, shout out to Matt X, former Ant-Man channel. Another one of our exclusive members on the channel. I appreciate you, buddy, for everything you do for the channel and all the support you've shown us. All right, Katona has the back of Vera, did not go for the body triangle, instead went for just a half hook here. Okay, full hook. Okay, here we go. Now he has the body triangle secured. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Katona looking for that rear naked choke on Vera. Body triangle secured. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. There's a lot of time to work here. There's a lot of time to work. Katona has that right hand, not under the chin, but across it right now. Vera doing a good job of fighting the arms, fighting the hands. Vera might roll out of this. He did in the last round, and he did again. Reverses Katona and gets right into half guard. He did that in the first round. Katona giving away that position. What happened? Someone's mouthpiece fell out? Oh, Vera's mouthpiece fell out while he was on top of... Ref called timeout. Good call timeout. I mean, a little break in the action there. Vera back up to his feet here. And Katona looking for the heel. Doesn't get it. Vera drops right back on top of him in that half guard. 3 minutes on the clock. I mean, I think Katona won that first round. But here, I mean, if Vera continues in the top position, he might win this one. I mean, we only have 8 minutes left. This ain't going third round. Only 8 minutes left to show this ain't going third round. Back up to their feet here. And Katona with a good body shot and a right hand. You can see, you know, Katona has that decent boxing with some of those combos as he walks into a jab of Vera. But definitely how he mixes in with the body shots and the head shots, you can definitely see that he's boxed before. Can Conor finally win? I think Vera has been his best fighter so far. But Katona's starting to take back this round here as he gets a single leg takedown. I will say he hasn't done much when he's on the ground other than go for the submission, I guess, twice there. I take that back. He has gone through 2 rear naked chokes, but he hasn't done a lot of damage other than like a few right hands and a few right hammer fists here and there. 1 minute 53 seconds. He has been trying to pass to get into side control for a lot of his times. So not staying inactive by any means, but not doing a lot of damage. McNugget's about to blow a gasket. Man, well, it's about time we see some fucking drama on this season. I mean, Alan, I don't know if you've been here for the whole stream or not, but I was telling everybody, like, I've been rewatching the old Ultimate Fighters. Over Christmas break, I watched, I know that was a while ago now, but I watched quite a few of them. And I just watched Rashad Evans and Rampage, which was arguably the best one, season 10. I'm watching Rampage and Forrest right now, season 8. And it's just, again, this is embedded in a longer episode with a fight at the end. It's not the Ultimate Fighter. It's not the reality show we knew and loved. And if they only accepted it like that and didn't market it and try to fool us, then I'd be okay with it. Katona's still trying to get into that half guard or trying to get to side control, and Vera doing a great job of keeping him and pushing him back into his own guard. 51 seconds left in the second round. I want Benoit to win. He isn't cocky and disrespectful like Bonfim. When he beat Terrence, he did a taunt like he was rocking a baby. I don't like those ones. Well, just to go against JL, I'm going Bonfim, because when you're in the heat in the moment and you lay down one of the best knockouts of the year, you have every right to be cocky, at least for a few seconds before you check on your opponent and make sure that he's okay, which he did. When the adrenaline's going after you, just know that you just timed a beautiful fucking knockout like that. I feel like everyone, you know, you're given a little bit of room to celebrate. If anything, Israel Adesanya was way more disrespectful with this. And oh, how cringe was it when Onama copied him and straight up said in his post fight, "I copied him." No, but JL, I have nothing against Benoit either. So if either of them win, I great. I picked Bonfim to win in my official predictions video, but I like Benoit Saint Denis as well. It's interesting he's fighting on this card. We won't see him on the France card. All right, official decision. I see the fight just finished right now. We're waiting a decision. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this one... McGregor's pissed that's not 3 rounds. You could make an argument that that Vera won the first round, but I don't know. Sorry, Icy. Hour late, buddy. Icy, cover your ears. Katona wins this one. You guys are all watching it with me. Hey, that's who if this didn't go to a 3rd round, that's who I was expecting to win. Again, appreciate you joining, Icy. Alex starts it when he came to the walkout. That's his own. He doesn't just do that for Izzy, though. He does that with everybody. Onama sure was cringy, but he got some of the most attention if it wasn't for that. That's true. Negative attention, but still attention. No, props to him. He was getting tuned up in the first round, and he came back and looked tremendous. There's only 2 different Benoits in sport of entertainment. Well, there are 2 different Benoits in sports entertainment. The one that is alive and isn't a coward. Chandler 5-0. Icy going for Vera, though. I didn't watch the fight. Honestly, Icy, he put up the best fight out of all of McGregor's guys so far. Out of all the quote-unquote prospects, he put up the best fight. He actually put it on Katona. Katona wearing a little bit of damage though on his face, but he is more pasty. 50 G's, baby. No, I mean, I was super impressed with him. Chandler dominating as I suspected from the smirk on his face while he was promoting this season. Absolutely, absolutely. Darren, it's good to see you, and it was cool to Joker Girl was in our last stream's chat representing both you guys. So appreciate you joining, buddy. Connor is salty. Stay mad, Connor. All right, so next week, let's take a look here. Next week, we should have Lee Hammond versus Kurt Holobaugh. I guess we'll see a little teaser here in a bit. Again, shout out to everyone joining. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back next week for another watch party for The Ultimate Fighter. Cannot wait for The Ultimate Fighter to end, though, and we can get into Contender Series, because those are going to be way funner streams, guys. They're going to be more fun. And, man, I just love the vibe that we get and all the great live chats we get from friends and family of those who are competing and our regulars as well. Don't forget that every weekend we do fight companions, folks. A minimum of 2, up to 6. Last week we had so many. It was so much fun, and I appreciate every single one of you who joined us last week. And another big milestone for the channel is I think we hit like 400 subscribers just from last weekend. So we appreciate you guys taking Saturday off, going up to the cabin again to celebrate with my friends for 4th of July and Canada Day. But we will be streaming Thursday and Friday. Chandler's arrogant, and I view it as confidence. He loves rubbing it in. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, so Lee Hammond and Kurt Holobaugh will be next. Just tuned in. Sounds like I missed a good fight. The fight was all right. It was all right. Bullshit, you can't buy those monster waters, right? I skimmed through Matt Hughes' book. What the fuck is wrong with him? I thought it was just jock behavior, but he has mental problems. Some things he was doing. Oh, dude, yes. Remember Blown Apart when talking about the Ultimate? I don't know if you watched Blown Apart's Ultimate Fighter, like the rise and fall of the Ultimate Fighter or whatever it was. I forget the name of it. But he has a whole 10-minute section just going off about Matt Hughes. Yeah, he was a little before his accident, and I mean, and credit to what he did to rehab there. That is truly an inspirational story. Yeah, I see. Contender Series it's awesome. As a fight junkie, it's one of my favorite shows because it reminds me of early Ultimate Fighter, where when the guys were fighting to get into the house, how those fights were just so much fun. That's what Contender Series fights are, except they're getting paid. They're if they win, they get a win bonus and potentially a contract. So it's just on fucking steroids. It's amazing. Though it's shut the fuck up, Connor. All right, the after show is on right now, folks. So we'll stay on for a little bit longer, but I do have some work to do tonight, so I'm not going to stay on for like 2 hours like we did last week. Chandler gloats on his post-show video. It's so cheeky. Cheeky. Louise, what's going on, Louise? Katona won. Brad Katona won. Unanimous decision. I mean, it could have gone to a third round. Katona definitely won that second round, but I will say that Vera put up a great fight. If Lee Hammond loses on next episode, they better calm Conor McGregor down. Well, that might be the episode where we see him absolutely lose it, like we saw in the promo for this show. McGregor will smoke Chandler when they fight, but they're not going to fight, dude. That's the thing. They're never going to fucking fight. They're never going to fight. They're never going to fight. Like, they'll fight when Chandler is like literally an old man who can barely even make 170. Royal Rosas versus Umar Corey winner? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Royal Rosas Jr. is not even ready to fight anybody close. Oh, shit. Thought I almost unplugged my computer. Close to the rankings. McGregor would get the fuck out easily, man. Let's be real. Or McGregor would get knocked the fuck out easily, man. Let's be real. Conor getting swept. He's a punk. Again, vote in the poll question. Who is the worst TUF coach in history? Rampage, Brock Lesnar, Ken Shamrock, Conor McGregor. Let me know. Let's check on it actually right now. Let's see where we're at with. I know we probably didn't get a lot of votes on today's poll, but we'll check it out here in a sec. Went to high school with Nate from episode 1. It was pretty sad seeing him get laid out. No way, you went to high school with Nate Jennerman? He was fighting one of the favorites to win the show, Roosevelt Roberts. Hopefully we see him again, though, on the finale, brother. Chandler will get slept. Let's be real. I mean, I want to see the fight. It's so annoying that Conor McGregor just will not enter these soda pools. Like, buddy, your leg's good. Your leg is good, Conor. Get off the juice, buddy. Get off the juice. Conor would get strangled. I don't think he would be strangled. I don't think that would happen. It would be a firefight for sure. Firefight and he would have to counter wrestle. Chandler is not one to go for submissions first and foremost. He likes the ground and pound. He likes to push you through the meat grinder. Corey would beat Rosa so bad, Child Protective Service would have to intervene, right? That's comment of the night, by the way. They're not even fighting them because McGregor fucked up and missed the deadline for the testing, whatever it was. Yeah, so it's just not going to happen within this. It's not going to happen in 2023. So he can still re-enter, but he has to be in it for 6 months, right? Herb Dean is going to have to save Chandler when McGregor lands that straight left. Well, we know Herb Dean's going to be in the corner of the cage. Oh, shit. Running in to stop the fight. Conor was a flash in the pan like Ronda. The arrogance caught up. Oh, I wouldn't say he was a flash in the pan like Ronda. If anything, he accomplished more than Ronda. He was one of the best at his peak because he took out the best. Whereas Ronda did until... Thing about Ronda is like the game for women's MMA evolved faster than she could keep up. So yeah, she was taking out all these contenders and cans that they were feeding her until like Holman Nunes were like, oh yeah, we can actually put more. We're better strikers than all these other women. Especially Holman came from a kickboxing boxing background, and then Nunes, who was already a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so could counter Ronda if she did want to employ her judo and wrestling there. And like on the feet, it wasn't even close. Where McGregor. Yeah, maybe it was a lucky punch against Aldo. Maybe if they would have rematched, Aldo would have put out a better fight. I will say, now Aldo in his prime was like almost god tier. It seemed like, but I mean Eddie Alvarez, man. Chad Mendes when Chad Mendes won his prime. Now, Chad Mendes did take the fight on 1 week's notice, but I mean the wars with Poirier, the wars with Diaz. I mean he was good, man. He was good. He was really good. I wish we were able to see him defend, but hey, follow the money. I don't blame you. Katona won both rounds, but they should be 3 rounds. I agree. But the reason they're not 3 rounds, right? They have to pay them. They have to pay them because 3 rounds means it's a pro fight. Exhibition fight is 2 rounds. They don't have to pay them each fight. However, that's why in the finale, you know, they'll fight an actual fight. But that's why Contender Series is so much better, because it's like it's the guys have that want. The guys are hungry, like in early TUF when they were fighting to get in the house, versus now where it's just like it's so watered down. They're not getting paid for it. And Contender Series, I mean, like some of these guys can honestly probably have gone through Contender Series if they wanted to. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. Oh man. Oh yeah, what was I gonna do? Look at the vote. Look at the poll question, and then we'll sign off here for the day. Again, folks, reminder, check out my second channel on Wednesday. If you're a fan of the National Hockey League or you just want to come drink some beers with the boys as we cover the NHL 2023 entry draft. That's right. All night coverage. We're going up to 5 hours, ladies and gentlemen. 5 hours, and this isn't even a UFC fight card. We are going to cover the entire NHL draft starting at 5:45 Central, 6:45 Eastern. We'll be live on the Soda Pod. If you're not a hockey fan, drop by. I'll be hosting the event. We'll be chugging back wobbly pops. We'll be covering the draft live. Any big, we'll be bringing guests too, from picks 1 to 4, 4 to 8, etc., all the way leading up to the Minnesota Wild, because this is a Wild-based podcast, my other channel. Then we'll bring on all the boys, and we're just going to shoot the shit and have a good time for the rest of the evening. So, hey, if you haven't already, please support the channel. Even if you guys are just like, oh, no, I'm just there to drop Isha like, I'm not really a big hockey fan. Hey, we do post beer-based vlogs on the channel, and hey, if you support our content and want to support my other work as well, check out the Soda Pod. Look it up, the Soda Pod. You'll find it on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs before next season. We know we have a long way to go, but we post content, clips of our podcasts every single day. Katona, Valiev, and Azure should never have got cut anyways. Totally agree. And it's good to see you, man, like Marley. Good to see you, brother. We are streaming again on Thursday and a huge day on Friday, so I hope to see you on either or both of those days. By the way, posted a reaction video from one Friday Fights 22. I'll post my UFC prediction video tomorrow, and we have another reaction from PFL. What was it? It was week 6, PFL 6 in the 2023 regular season, whatever. And member stream tomorrow for all the members, and we will be talking about some topics. I actually put together a good little rant on PFL's best friends versus Ryzen's high school friends and how the fights looked very different, right? In the PFL, they didn't even want to touch each other. They both got cut. They both got suspended. Shane Burgos advances. Whereas in Ryzen, they were toying with each other. One guy gets his jaw fucking broken and soccer kicked on the ground. That's friendship, ladies and gentlemen. That is honor. I fucking love the Japanese. 5-0 Chandler. Come on, McGregor. Merab outclassed Katona. Yes, he did, but Merab's a top contender. So that loss aged well. One Warrior series has potential to sweep UFC's TUF. It probably does. And honestly, you know what I like better than TUF? You know what I like better than TUF? Road to UFC. Road to UFC, dude. They're basically Asian Contender Series, but with a tournament twist. They pay those guys. They pay those guys for those 3-round fights. That's Contender Series in Asia, but it's a tournament. That is such a cool show. 3 TUF fights left in the quarterfinals. Then we move to the semifinals. All right. Anyways, like I said, this version of the Ultimate Fighter is essentially a long form version of Embedded with the exhibition fight at the end, which is fine if that's what they would just market to us. Instead, they tried to make us believe that the Ultimate Fighter was going to be what it was when it was actually produced by reality show producers, not in-house UFC production, folks. But anyways, the fight wasn't bad this week. Let's take one more look at the bracket here. Let's see if it was actually updated already. Let's see if those folks at Wikipedia were quick. Not quick enough. Anyway, so we got Gibson, Valiev next. We'll have Katona, and I mean, likely Azure will win that one. So it might be, man, that's hilarious. out of the bantamweights, we might see all Team Chandler. So far, we got Roosevelt Roberts. We'll have to see. Or, sorry, next week's Lee Hammond. My apologies. So we'll see if Hammond or Kurt Holobaugh will win that one. Landon Quinones against Jason. I mean, there could be a universe where there is no, and there's a likely universe. There's a likely chance that there is no Team McGregor guys advancing. I mean, in the heavyweight season with Rampage, I believe only one of his fighters advanced to the quarterfinals. Ngannou's going to lose his PFL debut bets. You think they're going to? I think they'll serve him a can, dude, personally. I mean, I would chuckle a little bit. Not that I have anything against Ngannou. I would just be like, oh, the irony in that. Again, I'm still on the hot take that ESPN is going to eventually force the UFC and the PFL to make that fight. Because as big as the UFC is, I feel like ESPN can still pee-pee whack them. You think they film like a few fights a day? I always see fighters warming up when they film in the locker area. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I mean, maybe they film like one lightweight fight, one bantamweight fight a day, or maybe like within a couple days of each other. But that's not how they used to do it. So I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards no, though. They will give him Verdum. Oh my God. There you go. Well, I mean, as long as he can counter knee or uppercut on the way in, Verdum's fucked. Watch him lose to Verdum, though. Oh my God. It would be funny if Conor gets one bantamweight and lightweight and they both win, right? I feel like that's what happened on the Brock Lesnar season. No, wait. The Brock Lesnar season, he had some good guys on his team, but they just all hated him. Maybe it was Shamrock season. Yeah, was Ed Hernan on the Shamrock season? Anyways, Kendall Grove won that season, also Cheetah won, so that's not even a good example. But yeah, that would be funny. All right, folks. I think that's going to do it here for tonight. My apologies. I can't stay on a little bit longer. One Warrior series was awesome. You could have zero experience in fighting and they would give you an opportunity to train and fight for real, dude. That's sweet. I haven't watched it all in order. Like I watched like 2 of the episodes, I think. I will definitely give it a shot. When is the new season? And where can I find the old one? I forget where I watched it before. Was it on Amazon? I don't remember. Might have been someone posted on YouTube. I don't know if it's still on there anymore. But anyways, Crippled Ham, appreciate you again. Crippled Ham, you got a comment of the night, guys. Rosas would beat, or Corey would beat Rosas so bad, Child Protective Service would have to intervene. See you, buddy. We will see you on Thursday and or Friday. 3 streams on Friday, 1, maybe 2 on Thursday. We shall see what I can squeeze in. Have a great night, Diego. It was great to see you. Crippled Ham, it was great to see you. Activate A, it's always a pleasure. Ant-Man / Matt X. I mean, you always be the Ant-Man to me, buddy. Thank you so much. Man like Marley, thank you so much. JL, thank you so much for also being an exclusive member and joining us here, buddy. I really appreciate it. Alan Clanton, thank you so much. Alan. Darren Squid, thank you so much for joining. Luis, Enrique, Icy, West Coast. Shane, thank you so much, Shane, for being an exclusive member as well, buddy, and all the support you show this channel. Jay Herbo, thank you so much for joining. Jay Herbo. Habib, it was good to see you. Habib. Hockey from Home was good to see you as well. Thank you so much for joining. Living with H, who got the first comment of the night as well. Appreciate every single one of you. See you, buddy. What are you doing after the stream, bro? I gotta keep working and prepping for the big stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. Yes, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow, the Soda Pod, folks. We will be streaming on my channel, the Soda Pod. Check it out tomorrow. 5 hours, 6:45 Eastern. That is where I'll be. So I'm going to be prepping some stuff for my second channel. It would be awesome if some of the fam could jump in and just say what's up. Even if you're not hockey fans, it's going to be a fun time. And the later we go, potentially the more buckled you'll see this guy. So tune in just for that. It's going to be, I might be hanging over on Tuesday. Anyways, folks, thank you so much. We will be back next week for another Ultimate Fighter Season 31 watch party. Cannot wait for TUF to end and for Contender Series to start. We'll be back Thursday for some fight companions as well as a full day, 3 in a row on Friday. Again, check out my second channel, the Soda Pod, tomorrow. Like and subscribe, support that channel. Like and subscribe, support this channel. Thank you all for voting in the poll question. Final final read on the poll question. Let's check it out. I know we didn't get a lot of votes, but let's see. Who's the worst coach in TUF history? Conor McGregor, Rampage Jackson, Ken Shamrock, or Brock Lesnar? 60% of you say Conor McGregor, 15% say Rampage Jackson, 17% say Ken Shamrock, 9% say Brock Lesnar. I still think with UFC Europe versus USA that Conor McGregor still has more wins than that of Rampage Jackson. I think Rampage only had like 3. Oh man, good night, ladies and gentlemen. I liked your one championship video reaction. Yes, thank you so much. We dropped a reaction video today. We're dropping a prediction video, UFC prediction video tomorrow. Then Kyle will drop another fishing video later this week. We'll also have PFL reaction video. Soda Pod stream tomorrow on my second channel. Fight Companion Thursday and Friday. Appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. If I don't see you on Thursday or Friday, have a great weekend, and I will see you very, very soon. Peace.
In your shield, in the fiercest battle, I'll defend you. From all these arrows and the sword I will keep you from danger.